Beating Laziness. Rahul's journey from procrastination to purpose. On a warm Sunday afternoon, Rahul lay sprawled on his couch, scrolling through his phone. The faint hum of the ceiling fan and the chirping of birds outside were the only sounds in his quiet apartment. His to-do list sat untouched on the coffee table, mocking him with its endless tasks. Finish the project report, clean the room, start exercising, and call his parents. Tomorrow, Rahul muttered to himself for the fifth time that day, tossing the phone aside. He closed his eyes, convincing himself he deserved a break. But deep down, he knew the truth. This wasn't rest. It was laziness. Rahul's life had fallen into a pattern. Every day, he promised himself he'd be productive. And every day, he found a reason to procrastinate. The cycle was comforting, but unfulfilling. He was stuck, and it showed in every aspect of his life. His work was mediocre, his health was declining, and his relationships were strained. One evening, as he sat scrolling through social media yet again, a video popped up on his feed. It was of a mountaineer standing triumphantly at the summit of a snow-capped peak. The caption read, "Discipline turns dreams into reality." Rahul felt a pang of guilt. He remembered his childhood dream of becoming a writer, a dream that had been buried under excuses and laziness. Rahul felt a pang of guilt. He remembered his childhood dream of becoming a writer, a dream that had been buried under excuses and laziness. Rahul felt a pang of guilt. He remembered his childhood dream of becoming a writer, a dream that had been buried under excuses and laziness. The next morning, something unexpected happened. Rahul's doorbell rang at 6 a.m. Groggily, he opened the door to find his neighbor, Ramesh, dressed in workout gear. "Morning, Rahul," Ramesh said cheerfully. "I'm heading out for a jog. I remember you saying you wanted to start running. Thought I'd check if you wanted to join." Rahul was about to refuse when Ramesh added, "Come on, it's just 20 minutes. Besides, I'm sure you're tired of lying around all day." Something about the way Ramesh said it struck a nerve. Rahul grabbed his sneakers and joined him, reluctantly at first. The jog was exhausting. His legs ached, his lungs burned, and sweat dripped down his face. But when they finished, Rahul felt something he hadn't felt in weeks: accomplishment. Over the next few days, Rahul started joining Ramesh regularly. What began as a simple jog turned into a commitment. And with each passing day, Rahul noticed subtle changes. He felt more energetic, his mood improved, and for the first time in years, he began checking things off his to-do list. One evening, after their run, Ramesh asked, "So, what's your goal, Rahul? Why are you doing this?" Rahul hesitated. "I guess I just want to stop feeling like I'm wasting my life. I have dreams, like writing a book, but it feels so far away." Ramesh smiled. "Dreams are like mountains. You don't conquer them by looking at the peak. You conquer them by taking the first step, and then the next. Laziness isn't about being incapable. It's about being afraid to start." Ramesh's words stayed with Rahul. That night, instead of mindlessly scrolling, he pulled out his laptop and began typing. It wasn't much, a few clumsy paragraphs, but it was a start. As weeks turned into months, Rahul's life transformed. He adopted a routine, setting small, achievable goals each day. Laziness, he realized, wasn't a permanent state. It was a habit, and habits could be changed. 1 year later, Rahul held the first draft of his novel in his hands. It wasn't perfect, but it was his. His journey hadn't been easy. There were still days when he felt the pull of laziness, days when he wanted to give up. At his book launch, Ramesh came up to him, grinning. "So, how does it feel to beat laziness?" Rahul laughed. "It feels like I finally stopped waiting for tomorrow and started living today."